I came back for round 2. They're so cute. And they're actually so close. Like, this is where I'm at. I'm trying to get them to let me pet them, but they keep running away. That's my piss spot, boys. It's like a fat piss there. I wonder what tastes so good about it. The saltiness? I don't know. But I am up and ready to go. I have 21 miles to do today, unless something changes. I'm not entirely sure what will change, but the goal is to get to the first campsite outside of the no camping zone today. I may or may not do Half Dome, because I guess there's a plethora of permits. I broke my glasses, so this thing right here, I sat on them last night. I sit on my glasses all the time, but I was able to like squish it back together, so it'll do for now. Let's see. I did a 0 at camp yesterday, which was great. It was fantastic. I laid in bed basically all day, which is the first time I've done that since Idlewild. Idlewild, my first 0, I laid in bed and just did nothing all day. And so I think that was necessary and needed, because I woke up this morning and felt jazzed to get up, and getting up and packing up was the first thing I did this morning. So I'm ready to go. I ate a lot of my food yesterday, try to reduce some of the weight. And I actually only have like 80 miles to get to Kennedy Meadows. So I'll probably have way too much food, because apparently there's a lot of food in my box. Thanks, Mom. Hoping Kennedy Meadows North still takes USPS. We'll see if they do. Onward to South Lake Tahoe. I think it's crazy how like your brain will tell you like, oh, it's time to stop. It's time to go home. You definitely don't want to do this. But like every time the next morning rolls around, I'm like, oh, let's go. Let's get up and go. Let's keep moving forward. So I'm just hopeful that things will work out and I'll make it to Canada. But right now, I gotta hit Tuolumne Meadows first. I'm right here to Tuolumne Meadows. It's actually pretty cool. So it's kind of insane to think that I actually made it this far, but he's like right there. You know, they didn't actually mess with me at all. They're just worried about what food I have after I'm gone. Just act like I don't exist. Oh my god, this is how close he is. Remind me of my cat. They're just a giant rodent. They're so cute, oh my gosh. I aspire to be a marmot. One day I'll live amongst my folk. Oh. Anyway, it's time to get up and go. I haven't eaten breakfast yet, but I want to get a couple miles in before I stop and eat some breakfast. Just cause I gotta go, so. I've been here for too long. Let's go. Tuolumne Meadows. Finally made it. I'm just walking along the highway now. We're going to the store because I hear they have charging there. I'm gonna charge some stuff, maybe eat some food. I have a lot of food that I need to eat in my bag, so I'll do that probably. But yeah, it's beautiful out here. Oh, the road is gorgeous, but yeah, anyway, check in with you later. What up, folks? Left Tuolumne, like on the PCT, headed out of the no camping zone. This is a nice little view of this river. So pretty, golden hour. Gotta love it. What up, gang? Taking a break. Walking with Scavenger. He's over there. walking with Scavenger tonight. We left Tuolumne together. He's going up to Glen Allen. I'm going past the no camp zone because I really want to just get out of it. I don't want to go out of my way to Glen Allen to then go back around just to camp one night. There's a cool little side trail, but I'm tired of the bugs, and I heard that the mosquitoes were relentless there. But check this out. Check out that waterfall. I think I saw on far out that's a 50-foot waterfall. This is cool. Going down into the valley. Almost to camp. Decided I'm just gonna camp at Glen Allen tonight with my pal Scavenger and figure out what the rest of the several days hold to Kennedy Meadows. We're on the way to Kennedy Meadows North, and I still have way too much food. I could probably get past Kennedy Meadows with what I have right now, which is outrageous. So I'm gonna have a lot of food, probably enough to South Lake Tahoe and past and beyond, which is okay. This is what we're walking on. It's kind of cool. This is what I love about national parks, is that they're maintained, especially the PCT and national parks. You hit a national forest and you get like the craziest terrain to navigate through. But this, it's just a peaceful downhill. I'll catch you when we get to camp. Good morning, folks. Stayed here at the Glen Allen High Sierra camp, the only place before the no camping section ends. Went swimming last night. That was fantastic. Got a little bit clean, washed my hair. You know, I mean, if it's just the water and it's just getting all the dirt off, it was really nice. And I actually feel like I smell cleaner. I don't know what it was. Scavenger and I think, are gonna get up here soon. We realized by the end of the day yesterday that we kind of walked similar paces. We just had conversations and chilled, and it felt like it kind of like we took it easy a little bit, or at least I did, because I did 19 miles yesterday from my camp right below Donahue, and I also waited. I got to Tuolumne Meadows store to charge my stuff. I sat there for like 3 or 4 hours because I got there at like noon. No. I got there at 2 and I left at like 5:30, almost 6 o'clock. So I didn't get to camp until about 8 because it was like 6 miles to the campsite. So it wasn't too crazy. I have a goal in mind to get up to a certain lake that's like 20 miles from here exactly. So I think I'm gonna try to do that. Made coffee. I'm gonna eat some granola bars because I'm not really into having oatmeal right now at this moment. I'll probably have that at like second breakfast. Then yeah, dude, just getting up and getting moving. It's almost 8 o'clock now. It's just so cold. Like, the sun has not come in here yet, so it's freezing. But I know once I get into the sun, it's gonna be so hot today. Because it was, I think Colin, the ranger at Tuolumne Meadows, he put a little smiley face on my permit, which was cute. But he was saying it was like 104 degrees in the valley, which is insane. I didn't go to the valley. I was gonna do Half Dome. I decided against it because it's a kind of a logistical challenge. Plus you have to pay a bunch of stuff. Like you have to buy the permit, you have to get the yard shuttle down or hitch or, you know, whatever. It's just kind of logistical mess. So I figured I could come back and do that later and experience the valley like on a solo valley trip. But right now, I am kind of just ready to get to Kennedy Meadows and get out of the Sierra. I love it, but I'm ready to get through Northern California, and I just want to get it over with. And so, yeah, anyway, we're like 68 miles from Kennedy Meadows north, which is insane in Sonora Pass. So we'll do a 20 today, and then we'll be there in like 3 days or something, 3 or 4 days. So yeah, anyway, love you. So as I'm packing up, I'm like putting my bags of food away. Like some of it is spilling out, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I have holes in it. So I'm like, I must have packed it too hard or something and like ripped a hole in the bag. But then another bag, so my banana chips and my oatmeal were starting to like spill out, as you can see. So I have like all this crap. Well, doing a little bit further research, right? Because being I'm a scientist, you gotta research, and you gotta do like cool stuff. But I'm not a scientist. I don't know why I said that. But I'm like packing up and getting in. So I have extra bags so I can put stuff in there. So I dealt with that. That's fine. I'm like looking around, and I noticed this. So I've been worried about mice this whole time. And there isn't even a mouse in my tent, like at this moment. Like there's nothing. And they chewed through my tent. They chewed through my tent. I've been fined for almost 1,000 goddamn miles. And now I finally have a mouse hole in my tent. So what I might do is I might just like duct tape that or something. I'm gonna find duct tape or find someone who has duct tape. Then I'll just patch that hole. It sucks, dude. So fucking sucks. It's annoying because like they're little bastards, man. And I didn't even know. Like, I've been pretty good at knowing if like mice or animals are around my tent. I had no idea last night. Maybe that's how tired I was, because I slept great. I feel great, actually. A fucking bastard, dude. Fuck you, mice. And I know it's my fault, because I have food, like, hanging around. If I didn't have food hanging around, then I would be fine. They tried to get into my tortillas, but they couldn't make it through. So my tortillas are fine. I'm still gonna eat my other food. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna get, like, death, the plague, but it's still something to watch out for. They didn't get like a lot. They're not in my food, so it was just like a little hole, which is fine. It's just kind of frustrating to know that that's what happened, and I wasn't there to pay attention. Like, I really didn't even know. It could have been last night while I was sleeping. It could have been when I got up to go to the bathroom, or whatever. It's all this stuff. So it's just maddening, and I'm a little disappointed, but that's okay. I actually am kind of in the market for a new tent. I love my tent, but I actually might try to find a new one. I have some discount codes for the blogging company, so I might look and see like if there's any tents there that I can find. That I might spend a little bit of money on it. That kind of just makes me want to get a new tent anyway. Even though it's just one little hole, I'll still be fine. Like, it's functional. And they didn't get my rain fly, so even if this hole is here, I'll still be protected. And it kind of adds a little breeze. But yeah, dude, that just sucks. It sucks. It's my first mouse hole and my first mouse infestation. Now, it's actually crazy because the only other mouse instance that I saw or heard on trail was at Kennedy Meadows. These hikers shipped their food and their bear cans to themselves, and when they opened the box, all their food was eaten through by mice, and like they had like a hole in the box and everything, and it was just stupid. So it's just like, yeah, it could have been worse. So, but I'm gonna finish my coffee and finish packing up. I'm almost done, and then get going. I think that's the plan. We got 20 miles to do today. That's the goal in mind, because I did 19 miles yesterday, so I feel pretty good, and I actually don't hate my life. So yeah, anyway, love ya. Well, look at that. We got all the valley. coming from that way. Making our way to Benson Pass, which is in about 14 miles, which is oh so fun. We get to split right down through this valley, which is cool. It's warm today. I'm hoping to find a swimming hole so that we can actually cool off a little bit. That'd be nice. But just cruising this morning, and we've already gone like 3.5 miles today. So yeah, anyway, love you. I've had my permit checked twice in the past 2 days. I had it checked yesterday at Tuolumne Meadows. Colton, you're pretty cool. Ranger Colton, that's what I meant. And then I just crossed this river, and then all of a sudden this dude just comes up to me and was like, do you have your permit? And I'm like, I just got it checked yesterday. But it's okay, I have it handy, so it's just crazy to me. I haven't had it checked for like 750 miles, and then check it once, and then again twice at 950. It's actually kind of crazy. Like 200 miles, I've had it checked 3 times. That's weird, in my opinion. I guess maybe not, because I'm in the national park and Yosemite's pretty popular. But I'm headed to a lake right now, which is like 3.5 miles away, where I'm gonna take a nice break, because I'm actually almost done with my day. I'm like halfway through my day, so by the time I get to the lake, it'll be like in the middle of the day, hot point, 9,000 feet, and there's a lake up there that has not a bad temperature, apparently. So I'm gonna go try to swim a little bit. The last few days I've just wanted to swim. I don't know what it is. But yeah. And then after that swim, I have a pass to do. What is it? Bennett Pass? Banner Pass? I don't know. That's how insignificant this pass is. Benson Pass, that's it. And then right after the pass is a lake where I'm camping tonight. And that would be a 20-mile day. So I'm at like 10 miles right now. It's been smooth sailing. It's been pretty good. This trail's great. It's maintained well. Things are great. So anyway, I'm gonna keep walking here. Back to you after a while. I made it to the lake. Let's see how warm it is. It's got like a little beach, which is cool. And then that's where I came from, in that direction. But yeah, dude, it's pretty chill. It's pretty good. On my way to camp, maybe to summit Benson Pass. I'm not sure right now. It's almost 6:30 now. It's pretty out here. Look how far that is. I mean, that's not even that far, but ooh, that's a cool camp spot right there. Pitch a tent. Not even pitch a tent, just cowboy. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. But I spent a decent amount of time, longer than I wanted to actually, at that water source at the lake. I didn't go swimming, but it was windy, and like the warmness is fine, but if I got in to like semi-cold water, I'd get out and the wind would make me like freeze to death. So that's the problem with being a guy with skin and bones, man. I know. I'm skinny as heck. Nothing I can do about it. I haven't lost any weight on trail, but I sure as hell am not gaining weight, so I've been this like slim size my whole life, so I'll probably always be that way until I'm like my granddad's age and I plump. But then I get like that like cute granddad belly, you know? Like I won't even get a dad bod. I think I'll be hot most of my life. Not saying dad bods are unattractive, but I mean, not telling you this so you could be like, ooh, that guy's hot, but like, I'm kind of chiseled in my stomach area. I take care of myself, dang it. But my arms aren't really that big, but my legs now are tough. I like it. All that aside, God, this is what happens when you're alone in the mountains for a while. Your brain just is dumb. But I got either 2 streams to cross or camp, whichever one. Camp is like a mile away, the one that I was looking at. The one I really wanted to stay at is like another 5 miles. I don't know if I have 5 miles and a pass to do in me. I don't know if I have that will today. I've been climbing and descending and climbing and descending all day, and it's not like small scale. Like, it's like straight up vert. It's not fun. I mean, it's beautiful, but you get tired after a while. I mean, I'd like to see any one of you come out here and vlog your whole experience. And then once you're done with that, come talk to me and tell me how you feel. Otherwise, opinions get kept to yourself. Negative ones, anyway. I don't want to hear it. Which, actually, there's been no negative comments, actually. So I appreciate and love all of you. My followers, my subscribers, my peeps. I miss y'all. I haven't posted in what feels like forever. It's been like 3 weeks, 4 weeks since I posted, I think. I'm sorry about that. But being out in the Sierra, it's hard to get service and, you know, spend long enough in a town that's close to trail. Like, it's not possible. So maybe when I get out of Sonora Pass, maybe when I get into South Lake Tahoe, I will release a couple videos. I'm still kind of dicking with the solar panel charger. It's been dead for the last several days, and I've strapped it to my bag and had it in direct sunlight, but it's not charging very well. So I either have to hand crank it, or it's just naturally supposed to take a long ass time. I don't think I can charge it manually, like with a cord. So I actually have to look that up and like figure that out a little bit, but we'll see. Not too worried. When I get to Kennedy Meadows, I'll figure all that stuff out. I will say though, I feel a little bit dazed and confused when I go into town. Like when I went to VVR, my brain was all like mush and confuzzled. I wonder what that was about. Maybe it's just overstimuli because there's so much going on. And on trail, I mean, there's nothing going on. It's peaceful. It's quiet. The only reason why it's any different out here is just based on like what you're listening to, like music, podcasts, audiobooks, etc. But it's been a beautiful day. I'm hopeful to get to camp soon. That way I can rest up and go to bed, because I've been up since like, I got up at 6. I laid down again until about like 7:30, had breakfast. I was hiking with Scavenger, but he took his time. He fell back, actually. Not fell, but like he like, in distant wise, he fell back. I hadn't seen him for a while, and as I was leaving the lake, he showed up, and he said he was just gonna camp there. So we're separated for the moment. I'm gonna try to make hiking friends where I can actually hike for a while, because I mean, I get a lot of work done with people too. Like, I noticed, I found out that like, I personally, being with people, which is ironic because I came out here to be away from people. When I hike with people, I guess I have more discipline, and I have more fun. When I'm by myself, it's just kind of a slog and self-motivating. I mean, I guess I could do it, and I've been, able to do it, but had I been walking with someone in the Sierra like the whole time, I'd be done by now.